Good morning, second graders. So we're gonna do a fun little fish today. And I was inspired by the book, The Rainbow Fish. And so here we go. We're gonna get started on this. This one was really fun for me to color because of all the different scales. So the first step I do, just a second, I need a new piece of paper. I dropped some of my coffee on that one. Okay, so the first thing we do is over here, we're gonna do a curved line like that, okay?
Wait, oh, it's horizontal.
Yeah, make sure that it's in the landscape horizontal position here. And then I leave a space on this side and I do a curved line that kind of goes down like this. And it stops at the same place this line stops at, okay? Just like that. Make sure you're not doing these lines too teeny tiny.
So they're kind of parallel.
Well, they're not parallel.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna meet at some point, but they're the same line. They're like if you folded it in half, it's symmetrical. So
yeah,
it's the same.
That's what
Is that what you meant? Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's do the lips. How I do that is with the top line, I do a curve that comes out, and then I bring that curve up because my fish is kind of smiling, and then I want to bring this line to come meet it.
Kind of reminds me of like the yin and yang, I guess.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that shape. Yeah, it does. You're right. Okay, so down here we're gonna start another curve that comes out, and then sweeps up to meet that top point here, and then I do a curve on the top to create that little smile line. I'm gonna hold this up closer for you guys for second grade. Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna do an eye. So I come up here and I do just a nice circle. And then my fish has an eyelid. And so I go inside the circle a little ways and do a curved line. And then for the actual eye, I do a smaller circle right here. And then I color in a small dot for the pupil. Hold that up. See that? Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's connect this top line and bottom line with a curved line that goes out like this. So we'll go like this. Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, so now the way I like to do this fish is I go out a little ways from the center of here. So find the middle, you come out to about here, make sure you have space here to do a tail, okay, because we're gonna do a tail. And I do a dot, just like that. Okay.
Dot.
So now I want to do an angled line. So it's going to be a triangle, a sideways triangle that is open on this side. So the tip meets that dot, just like that. Awesome, Lucas. Okay, so from this line here, we're going to connect a curved line to the top of our head. Okay? Or you could do it the opposite way, the top of the head down to the tip of the line. We're going to do the same thing on the bottom. Oops, here we go. I'll just do that. So for the idea, a tailless fish and a finless fish. Okay, so now let's do the tail. From the top of this line here, we're going to do a curved line up. Okay, make sure you guys can see. From the bottom of this triangle, we're going to do a curved line down. And then go back to the top here. We're going to do a curved line that goes in to the middle and then comes out and connects. Okay, nice, Lucas. All right, so the top fin, let's do that. Come up to about here, curve up, and then curve back down. Okay, nice. And then for the bottom, I just need to make sure you guys are seeing all of this. Okay, right down here, we're gonna curve out to the side, then curve back up, and I do another one over here. Curve, come back up. I'll hold this up a little closer. Yay. Okay, so now for the scales. So the scales are just scallop lines that meet. So, scallop line. A scallop line is just curved lines that are connected. So how I do that is I start here and I do curve, curve, curve. Now I'm going to do the same curves, but in between the ones that I just did. So curve, curve, And then I keep doing that. I start doing curved lines in between each other. So it looks like they're layered. And I do that all the way down to the tail. And usually scales on a fish get these curves, these scallop lines. They're gonna get smaller and smaller as they get closer to the tail. So we'll go ahead and do that. And yeah, the Rainbow Fish is a really pretty book. You might remember it from, I feel like, Lucas, do you remember what grade you were when you read that book?
No.
I feel like maybe it was kindergarten. So yeah, it's just a really pretty one because you can color the scales how I did. And you can see, just to interrupt myself here, that my scales are getting teenier and teenier, smaller and smaller as they get towards the tail here. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Okay, so now we've got our fish. And you can color the scales however you want. This is how I did mine. Again, inspired by the book, The Rainbow Fish. And I drew some seaweed. So the seaweed is just a wavy line that comes to a point. I also have bubbles. You can do whatever you want in the background with your fish. And I would love to see these. So if you can, email them to me. And then I also want to wish you a fantastic day, second graders. Bye.
Bye.